Namaste, and welcome to the Savitri series, part 18, from Mother. So I will go on. If there are corrections, they can only come through the same process, because at this point, to correct anyhow would spoil it all. There is also the mixing, for the logical mind, of future and present tenses. But that too is deliberate. It all seems to come in another way. And well, I can't say. I haven't read any French for ages. I have no knowledge of modern literature. To me, everything is in the rhythm of the sound. I don't know what rhythm they use now, nor have I read what Sri Aurobindo wrote in the future poetry. They tell me that Savitri's verse follows a certain rule he explained on the number of stresses in each line. And for this you should pronounce in the pure English way, which somewhat puts me off. And perhaps some rule of this kind will emerge in French? We can't say. I don't know. Unless languages grow more fluid, as the body and mind grow more plastic. Possible. Language, too. Maybe instead of creating a new language, there may be transitional languages, as, for instance, not a particularly fortunate departure, but still the way American is emerging from English. Maybe a new language will emerge in a similar way. In any case, it was from the age of 20 to 30 that I was concerned with French. Before 20, I was more involved in vision, painting, and sound, music. But as regards language, literature, language sounds, written or spoken, it was approximately from 20 to 30. The prayers and meditations were written spontaneously with that rhythm. If I stayed in an ordinary consciousness, I would get the knack of that rhythm. But now it doesn't work that way. It won't do. Yesterday, after my translation, I was surprised at that sense. A sense of absolute. That's how it is. Then I tried to enter into the literary mind and wondered what would be its various suggestions. And suddenly I saw somewhere there, a host of suggestions for every line. Oh, no doubt, I thought, it is an absolute. The words came like that, without any room for discussion or anything. To give you an example, when he says, the clamor of the human plain, clamor exists in French. It's a very nice word. He didn't want it. He said no, without any discussion. It wasn't an answer to a discussion. He just said, not clamor, vacarme. The mother's translation is le vacarme du plan humain. It isn't as though he was weighing one word against another. It wasn't a matter of words, but the thought of the word, the sense of the word. No, not clamor. It's vacarme. Interesting, isn't it? But I would like us to revise the translation in the same way, because I am sure he will be here. He is always here when I translate. Then I will go back into that state, while you will do the work, laughing. You will write, and then, unless your vocabulary is very extensive, mine used to be extensive, but now it has become quite limited. We'll need a decent dictionary, but I am afraid none will have anything to offer. I even find they should be avoided. They're bad. Somewhere they make me angry. It makes a very dark atmosphere. It clouds the atmosphere. Namaste.